Okay, Billy. I've been waiting for you for some time, son. Country asked me to do this. Whether you wanted it, I don't know. But I think you wanted to hear from your dad. We can't be that specific. You'll get whoever comes through. But I do feel his energy because I felt it before with country. So, I don't know much about your situation. So, forgive me if I'm not to the point except in the cards. But before we start, I want to have a little chat because they give me a full page of writing and I probably will send a photograph of it to a country. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of, there's something about politics as well, about Joe Biden, but that's another story. They gave me a song for you and it's Reach Out and I'll Be There, the 4 tops. So the number 4 could be important. The thing with Spirit is if you don't reach out, they can't help you. So maybe this is the first time you have reached out to them. There's something about Holland. I don't know what that is. You are an ox, so you're a beast of burden. You was born in the year of the ox. You're also very confused because you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. So you want to be successful, but you care too much. We've got specific times and numbers, which I'm not going to go through all them, but I think it's your dad is saying until you love somebody more than yourself, you're not going to understand. 1966 is important. The name Brian is important. Lamont. Now, I don't know if Lamont is a state. I have a feeling it's a state in America. I don't know what that's about. They love you more than ever. But I think in life, what I'm getting is this person stood in the shadows of a greater love. There was a love that they didn't feel part of, whatever that means. So stand in the shadows. The period between October the 15th and the 22nd seems important. And number 1, the Supremes and a baby. So the love for a baby, which probably is you. 1964. There is a journey of emotion, but tension. Somebody, I believe, was thrown to the ground by someone. The name Bob and Dylan are important. Levi is important. Stubbs, so somebody maybe smokes, I don't know. There is also an Abdul or Fakir, I don't know if you know anybody called Abdul. There is hunger. There is a lot of crying. The name Paul. The word Raza, I don't know what that means. I don't want to take you down a rabbit hole of what I think it means. I tell you what they say and you can figure it out for yourself. There is a whistle, like a penny whistle and a tambourine. Berries or berry. Gordy. And I hear you saying I can't help myself. That's not true, is it? Sugar pie, honey bunch. So somebody used those terms of endearment and it may have been a lady. There's Eddie or Ed or Edie, I'm not sure which. Martin, Charles. You do have a guardian, the name Duke. Someone is hurting or you are hurting someone. You've got to reach further than you think you possibly can. You need to go within your heart and get that extra. You will survive this. But stop singing the same old song. Stop making those excuses. Someone longs to be close to you, but you're building those barriers between you and them. The name Nicholas, Ashford, Valerie and Simpson, and I've been getting them as much as I've been getting yours, Valerie and Nick. He wants you, they want you to remember them, but the good times. It's time to stop fighting and surrender. The name Gloria is important. They'll never say goodbye. You have to walk on by past something. Stop being pulled back into it. And Germany. The numbers 14, 62, 10, 6, 8, 11, 2, 13, 28, 35, 67, 47, 17, 38, 33, 29, 19 and 16. All are important. But as I say, I will take a picture and send that to country. So remember you're an ox, and we'll start the read. Love and light, spirit, please, for Billy. What does he need to know? What's the most important thing he needs to know? Overall energy. Gospel. I don't know if there's if you do gospel singing. Somebody does gospel singing. Your card is the Fool, which means you don't have a malicious bone in your body, but that you can be turned by people's opinions. And you shouldn't be, because your card means the one that takes the adventures, takes the risks, doesn't worry about what other people think. The daredevil, going out on a new adventure. You just haven't figured out what that adventure is yet. You haven't found your tools. I've just missed your card, so let me see. There he is. We've got feminine energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cusper. You feel it, if it's not that sign, it's somebody that you're connected to emotionally. You feel somebody has turned their back on you. Or there's a feminine in spirit that drank, or in the living that drinks. She's all about the emotions, but she's over emotional and she doesn't have very clear thinking. The Sagittarius energy, and that was mentioned in the writing that they gave me, the number 14. It is about learning your life lessons. It's about going through the mill. It's about overcoming addictions, alcohol, gambling, shopping, addicted to a way of life, but coming out stronger on the other side. But it will be hard to find that balance. Sagittarius, we're coming into Sagittarius at the end of this month. You can find the balance, and you're going to have to be patient with yourself and others. We have a Pisces energy, the number 12, negative energy. It is somebody that manipulates through emotional blackmail, or you them. It's somebody that doesn't put the boundaries in place, says yes when they really mean no. The number 4 again is important. The number 12 is important. Negative energy. 2 people born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February could be involved somewhere. It's issues with the feet and toes. It's about not learning to see things from a different angle. If you continue to try and solve the problem with the same mind that caused it, you're not going to come out of this. This is a karmic situation. There are secrets, hidden enemies. You're going to have to turn everything on its head. Stop playing the martyr or the victim to get what you want, and don't let others do that to you. Because you're overthinking this. So you're in analysis paralysis. You keep talking yourself out of something. So you'll never be released from this mental prison. And if you're not careful, this could be an actual prison. 8 weeks is mentioned. There could be an older man, living or in spirit, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cusper. If you don't know the dates, look them up. But Gemini's end of May, June. Libra is the end of September, October, and Aquarius is the end of January, February. This could be a professional, a doctor, priest or lawyer. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This could be a part of you, because I don't know your chart, where you're not thinking clearly. This is a very dangerous man. He can do you no good. Doctor, priest or lawyer. Bad advice. And you are living in fear. Fear of what other people think. Fear of not achieving. Fear of making a mistake. And in the process, you're not living. You may have everything you need. Bed in a gilded cage. But you're not happy. You feel half erased. Not one of the pack anymore. 5 years at least. A feeling a lack even when you're not lacking anything at all. And then a female who's very clear thinking, who gives good advice. The same energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the female knows what she's talking about, the male doesn't. This could be a couple of any sign, but they are detached. This one, the male, is not good for you and will hold on to the ties that bind him to the negativity. This female will cut those ties and not look back. If you have to choose between a lawyer or a doctor or a priest, the female is the one you should go for. But they're very detached people. They see things very clearly, and maybe they're not as loving as they could be. So you may have a mother and father in spirit, and the mother's not as dangerous, but she's not loving either. She's still detached. So what we need to do is change you around so you don't fear life anymore. Fear of living in the real world, having to face reality, having to take the risks to get you where you need to be. Balance will return, but you've got to make it happen. And you've got to learn the tough lessons of life. Stand on your own 2 feet and look after yourself. There's nobody coming to save you. You have to save yourself. The other thing that I've got to say with this card, and I don't like saying it, but if you're contemplating or have contemplated committing suicide, don't think you're going to get a warm welcome on the other side, because you're not. Doesn't work that way, I'm afraid. And it won't be anything like you expect it to. There's no such thing as purgatory, but you will feel the pain of all those that you left behind. And it's not pleasant. You can be successful, but you have to destroy the past. You have to begin again. You will ride the victory parade, but something has to be destroyed first. Yeah. The mother energy is negative. It could be your mother, the mother of your children, mother-in-laws even. This is barren land. Nothing can grow here with this female. It's an important female in your life. It could be anybody born on the 3rd or the 30th. Living or past it for your diary and address. But it's negative energy. There's nothing for you there. No happiness. It can be something to do with the military, May the 31st or November the 11th. It's arguments with a female. There's children may be involved. Or your inner child. Happy memories of the past. Maybe that's what Spirit wanted you to think about. The happy memories of the past. There's the Leo energy. That could be you. But this is usually a female. So any Leo, positive energy. She will bring you success. Comfort. Abundance. Happiness. You're on a new journey. You can make your own miracles. You have to communicate with your siblings. That's what you spirits want, your ancestors want. Keep in touch with your siblings. They know that you've had to do things to survive in the past. But you're not that person anymore. You can stop wearing the false mask and start being yourself. There is possibly, if this isn't you, this is somebody that's mentioned in what I wrote up, the 1st or the 28th. Something or someone new of major importance in your life, maybe. But anybody born, living or past, date for your diary and address, the 1st or the 28th. Miracles can happen. But you have to believe. You have to communicate. You have to sort yourself out. Medical matters. It can be anyone wearing a hat. It can be anybody who works with blades, cups, discs or swords. And that can go anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon, a barista to a potter. But they will use blades, discs, wood or cups. 4 weeks. You need to find peace of mind. Take some time out. Get away if you can. Now, I've got cactuses there, and I'm pretty sure that somewhere near you there's cactuses. You can look for the frog. The frog is a good symbol. The toad. Yes, there is a lack here, a disappointment, a change that you didn't want to happen. It's happened. There's no point in crying over spilt milk. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame. Now it's time to walk across that proverbial bridge. We've come to the bridge and now we've got to cross it. Leave that misery behind and go seek out your happiness. And you got to listen to me, they say, because this is my card. The tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, the World Wide Web. You are coming out of a dark place, be it depression, health, mental or physical, financial, but your well-being is imperative. You have to look after yourself. You have to be careful what you put into your body, as in diet, medication, drugs, or any other form of foreign object. You have to be very careful of your words, written or spoken. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, both mentioned in your write-up before. Massively important in a positive way. They will drag you kicking and screaming, and believe me, I would, from the gates of hell. The letters B and J are important to spirit, and the red spider is a lucky sign. But contact via the internet, the World Wide Web, is important. Tarot readers, psychic mediums, and the carnival, the fair. You are narrowing your options. You're going to stop being confused and start to decide where you go from here. 7 months. Medical matters will be healed, but you have to win this battle first. And there's a female here that won't like it, because it suits them for you to stay as you are. Dark night of the soul, Billy. You're at a crossroads in your life. If you go back, which you can't really, but if you did, that would be your undoing. There's no going back. It's time to draw a line in the sand and decide where you go from here. Fear is keeping you stuck on that threshold. All you have to do is pick up that back foot and move forwards. And then you'll stop feeling the lack. You'll stop feeling like you're being left out, not one of the pack anymore. It's up to you. 5 years is mentioned. With dedication, you'll come out of this nightmare and wake up to a whole new life. Sleepless nights, 9 weeks. There is a gentleman here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, older man, could be in uniform, could be of a darker complexion. He may have an injury to the leg, an old injury to the leg. You may think he's a friend, but he's not. He's a dangerous enemy. He may have lost everything. Family, business, whatever it is, and he could take it out on you. He may be connected to the Leo that's going to help you. He's not a nice man. This chapter needs to end. It's time for it to be over. Number 21. Living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. So we have a run. 1, 2, 3. 28, 29, 30. So it could be the 28th, the 29th, 30th of this month. 1, 2, 3 of December. We have the 21 that comes before your card, the 22. It's about your roots, your ancestors. It's about the travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. If you nurture the seeds, it will grow into a mighty oak. It's up to you. It's time to end the cycle. Because you are loved unconditionally. There's either this water sign female coming back once you prove that you are who she thinks you are. We started with her in the negative. Or it's a new love, or someone in spirit that loves you unconditionally. You just are refusing to see it. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cusp, female. They believe in you. It's time you believed in yourself. There is a union here. Someone you will love more than you love yourself. But you have to make the right choices, or she can't feel your energy. Or he, for that matter, for all I know. I don't know if you're into girls or lads. But it's your choice and your destiny. This is those born on the 6th or the 24th. Living or past, we've got that in the write-up as well. Date for your diary and address. Make the right choices. Communicate. Siblings. Hands, arms, shoulders will be healed. It's a binding of two souls. There may or may not have been an overlap, a third party situation, but either way, you are soulmates. 6 or 24. You are protected by your ancestors. But what you have got to stop doing is resisting and putting so much effort into keeping things as they are. You've got to let go and let spirit help you find the right way. Don't hold on too tightly to people and situations that no longer serve you. Don't be greedy. Don't be stubborn. 4 years is mentioned. And there it is again. The 12. That's you deciding you're no longer going to be the victim or play the victim. You're going to turn things on its head and start seeing things differently. You are a mirror of what you receive. So what you give out is what you get back. You smile, they'll smile. You bitch, they'll bitch. Pisces energy. Stop saying yes when you really mean no, and put those boundaries in place. So many. Yeah. There's a lady there that's heartbroken. You've broke someone's heart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female perhaps, or just someone that you aren't close to. You've been banging your head against a brick wall. It's time to give up. It's time to surrender to what is. Someone was out for their own gain and you fell for it. You have to release yourself from that mental prison or you'll never grow. Religion, failure to believe in yourself, failure to find faith in yourself. Probably because of the things you were taught to believe that you didn't really believe yourself. Your wishes and dreams can come true if you let your inner child out, the person you really was meant to be. Family, kids, fond memories, that's what matters. The 16, that's mentioned in your write-up. Yes, there'll be unwanted guests, visitors, and bad news. And when that happens, you haven't got to slip back and decide, oh, I can't handle this. You've got to man up and face it. It's time to cut things out of your life, Elaine. And maybe some apologies need to be made. If you're looking for apology from your dad or anyone in spirit, they give it wholeheartedly. They are sorry. Don't make the mistakes they made. Don't build yourself an ivory tower. Be careful what you wish for, because when you wish for it, you might just get it, and it's not that at all. You are trying to keep something solid that needs to crumble, and you can't move on until you let it fall. And it might be that you have to crumble. There is a man here who's got his eye out, and again it's the 28. He's watching you. Their spirit are bringing you a new love, a new emotional life where you can fill your cup with happiness. Perhaps a child is being born, I don't know. But they're watching you closely because they don't want you to fail this time. You may have your eye on somebody. If that's the case, you've got a lot of work to do, because this lady is special. So, crystals that might help you. Let's see, what crystals does Billy need? Aquamarine, we had that this morning. And apophyllite. So, you need to speak your truth. Stop lying to yourself and others. And connect with spirit. The number 29, again, which is your high priestess. And the 10, which is the endings that need to take place. Aquamarine, so just a tiny piece of aquamarine carried around. It symbolises courage. They are giving you the courage, and it sharpens your intuition and removes all those useless thoughts from your head. You're overthinking. It has the excellent effect of calming down your mind. It makes you look at the world with composure and helps you to live a better life, because that's what they want for you. It works much better with sensitive emotions, and you have got sensitive emotions. You just don't like people to see them. This will give you the courage you need to transform yourself into the person you were meant to be. The bold, the spirited, to face the cruel reality so that you can move on. Apophyllite has a strong impact. It boosts your energy. So you need to look after yourself and boost your energy. Vitamin C. It helps improve your intuition and your judgment, because your judgment has been aired for a long while. It will guide you so that you can make the accurate judgments you need without doubt, and stimulating your spiritual energy. Spirit walks beside you all the time. It will purify the negative energy around you and awaken those false accumulated thoughts within you, the lies you tell yourself. It is effective for those who usually rationalise their situation, so make excuses for why they are as they are, or feel sorrow and sad as they think that they are at disadvantage. That's your victim mentality. You came to this earth with exactly the same tools as the rest of us. And what you make of it is your choice. So that's the sermon over. Let's see what else they'd like you to know. The full-on energy of what's going on in this situation. And there it is. Anger, war, Aries energy, the father. You wanted your dad to arrive, he's arrived. All massively important. And he's telling you it's your time to take action, boy. Your fault. You've got to own your responsibilities and you've got to take some action. We've just come out of Aries moon. The name Camille or Paige may be important. Some of us are natural warriors. I guess maybe where you come from, that's even more important because you're taught to fight. You're taught to stand up for yourself. You're taught to be the hunter-gatherer. This Aries card says that it's okay to push. The 13 is about transformation. But not to push too hard. Maybe your dad did. Because he knew that he won't be here forever and you have to make your own way in life. You're supposed to be, and this is really important, your card in the upright, can you see all that light? You're supposed to be the trailblazer. It's about the fire of creation. New beginnings. And impatience. But they want you to be patient with yourself. But they are also very blunt and to the point. And I think Spirit has been very blunt and to the point with you. They don't make any effort to pretend to be something other than what they are. And neither should you. And in their eyes, you are number one. Everyone needs to understand that. Arians tend to be genuine people who are not about playing games. They like matters to move fast. The Spirit are asking you to take action now. Keep putting it off till tomorrow. That's not going to work. This is about being the primal human who protects and defends, especially the children. They're going to need warriors. Aries people are highly ambitious and want to accomplish things quickly in a no-nonsense way. There's competition, and I felt some competition and jealousy and a lot of other things, a lot of confusion. Many of them feel the need to compete even when nobody else is competing with them. That could be you or your dad. Traditionally, Aries is a warrior sign, which means being always on the defensive. And maybe that's you. The Aries style of relating is that of a catalyst using force. It's not a peacemaker. They're only interested in sports or weapons. Maybe that's you, or maybe that was your dad or someone you know. So when this card turns up, expect things to move very, very fast. You are not going to have time to take it step by step. It's going to be a mad jump. It may be a testing time, and I've told you that it will because they told you that in the written bit. You are going to be put to the test, put through that blacksmith's forge like a piece of metal. And they're going to batter you and batter you and batter you because they want you to fail. And you've got to prove that you are the warrior and you will not fail. It's testing your will. How much do you want this? You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions rather than acting as the underdog. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. I believe you will, but you've got to ask. Be responsible, be disciplined in all your actions, because you're going to want to get things started and forge ahead. And if you stumble and fall, get back up. Do not buckle under the drama or trivialities of other people, because the ones that want to hold you back will make up God knows how many excuses. Life and death situations that you need to go and save the world. It's time to look after yourself. You may be forceful and headstrong. You need to be, because now is the time to forge ahead on a direction or path. And you have to have the vision and the energy to do so. So look after yourself. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead, and you may attract spontaneous, enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus. There may be an opportunity for more than one lover. What did I say? You're going to have to make the right choice. Be advised to think beyond aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. You don't control them, they don't control you. However, avoid being quick-tempered, because when this card turns up, it's a need for caution. Be steady and measured. Do not be hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others, since you will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. That's not a good idea. You've got to plan and then move. Take action. You may find yourself running into walls. Yes, banging your head against a brick wall. You will not want to compromise. But right now, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Sometimes it's best to allow bygones to be bygones and let it go. And if any issues with your dad, like I said, forgive yourself and him and move on. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse if you don't. Fighting and conflict isn't going to serve you. Care must be taken not to be foolish, selfish or rash. However, it is time to work for a cause and get things started. Just make sure you finish what you started. Acting without thinking, assuming the role of leader, demanding to be the most important one, not wanting to be in the wrong. Does that remind you of anybody? Being in a rush, being provoked or tested, facing challenges that stare you into action. Bumping your head, be very careful of head injuries. Having headaches, sports, athletics, so get into sport. Team players, be a team player, but be number one in the game. Seeing everything as a competition will not serve you. Wanting to prove you're the best, you're the one that's right. Coming out on top doesn't always mean winning. Take chances, yes, because they'll bring good results. But being arrogant and losing your temper will go against you. Combat, weapons, fights, troublesome people, dealing with insults from insensitive people. Suck it up, buttercup, get used to it. Purchasing fast, big or loud items, the colour red, orange, bright blue. Thunder and lightning, sudden storms. Trips into the mountains is a good idea. Exploring uncharted territories is a good idea. The vastness of nature, go back to the earth. A love of large, strong animals, especially horses. Horses will heal you in a way nothing else can. Competition zest, lust perhaps, speed, feeling stirred. Become the leader you want or wished you'd had. Become the father you wish you'd had. Weapons and sports. So, I think he's got his message across, do you? But we've got a few more to pull yet. I think he's having a bit of a laugh with you with this one. Oh, the number 12 there. How important is that? Can you see that? Do you see that, Billy? Your ancestors. And this is your challenge. Unbelievable. The Eagle King challenges you to see your higher purpose. Not everything is meant to come to pass according to your specifications. Your inner child is having a tantrum. If you can't see the forest for the trees, then stand back for a while and let that Eagle King fly high on your behalf. Perhaps it's time to speak to someone who has more objectivity and the ability to see the bigger picture where you don't. Just remember, the female professional is best. And remember that even when things don't go your way or the way you expect, there is always a reason for the detour. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely fantastic. So now, you know that your ancestors are there. We couldn't pick a better card for that one. The eagle is Scorpio, so that may have some meaning. And remember that you aren't seeing things clearly. That 12, massively important. You have to turn it around. Easter. Look for the red eggs, which sounds stupid, but it's a sign from Spirit. The hare or the rabbit. It was born on the 1st, again, very important, or 1951, plus or minus 12, February to February. The number 8 is strength. You have to be strong. This is about Easter, when the trees start budding. Creativity abounds. This is a time of rapid growth in every area for you. Projects undertaken now will blossom quickly, so take the initiative. Give in to spring fever and approach life with enthusiasm. It's time for you to take the leap of faith like you are born to do with the card of the Fool. You have to jump off that cliff and make your wings on the way down. Enthusiasm, growth, vitality. Be filled with the life force of renewal. How are you going to express your inner child? The person you were meant to be, Billy. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Spirit. Because they know exactly which cards to pick to get the message across. Unbelievable. Done a really good job, Spirit, thank you. Oh my word. So, Billy, hopefully this video is what does it. This is your light bulb moment. This is something going off in your head and you suddenly realise and see everything very clearly. It is time to leave behind everything you've ever known or everything you ever believed to be true. Because this is meant to blow you away. Buddha. Buddha had everything. Nice home, nice family. He was a prince. But he didn't think he deserved it because his teacher took him outside the palace walls one day and he saw how everybody else lived. And it was pretty shit. So, you will not find the answers you're looking for whilst you remain in the same situation with the same mind that created the problem. Your inner wisdom provides you with glimpses of the world and opportunities beyond this situation. You need to find the courage to step away. Seek the greater knowledge that's within your reach. As a result of your courageous efforts, changes will inevitably occur, which will make you feel uncomfortable for a little while. However, the discomfort will quickly be replaced by the clarity you have been searching for, and the answers you've been seeking will all become abundantly clear within days of you making this change. Days, Billy. You watch this as many times as you need to, because I'm guaranteeing you there'll be something more comes every time you watch it. Clear your mind. Go to the mountains. Ride those horses. Do what you need to do to clear your mind. Find peace. They have done a supreme job for you, and I'm using their words. This is fantastic. Listen and listen very carefully. Your life has been knocked out of whack by something or someone. You may feel like you've never fitted in. Trust me, I know how that feels. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. And when you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and become stuck in barren lands. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, or tells us to be. But there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to that facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. It's time to surrender, which is what they said. To how we have changed and align our life to the way of being. This card means that you are being called to let go of who you once were and the things you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are. To courageously step into that person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstance, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you are today. But do it with compassion and do it quickly. Whatever no longer serves you needs to be cut away. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Just two more then. When you look after your health, good things will come to you. No fear. Be yourself, Billy. You have nothing to fear. You are good enough and you are loved. And finally, from your angels, glass card. Can't make it up. There's no such thing as coincidence, and all those cards are perfectly aligned. So thank you, Spirit, for your help and guidance. Love and light, Billy. And I hope you listen, take note, and follow the Eagle Scout. Because this is your purpose in life. The angels remind you that every situation or person is placed on your path for a reason. It may be to strengthen you, because you have to be strong in certain situations. Offer you an opportunity to resolve or forgive the past, yourself and others. Release those old patterns. Your life purpose is ultimately to do that which brings you joy, satisfaction and fulfillment. Seeking these soul qualities will place you on a path of your own destiny. And once your life path, allow nothing and no one to deflect you from your mission. Your guidance is to ask your angels to help you find that purpose of your current situation, or if you're ready, your life mission. They are talking about a charity. I don't know what that means. But you have to align with your strength and willpower and hold your intention to fulfill your purpose. And then the angels will support you and you will succeed. Remember, you are strong enough. You just have to be determined. Fabulous read. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening, Billy. Bye.